They say real strength isn't about the belts you wear or the trophies you win, it's about the moments when you choose to stand up, even when no one's watching. And that night, one man, a quiet Navy SEAL, showed everyone what true strength really looked like. Maria worked as the janitor at Steel Force Martial Arts Academy. Every night, after classes ended and the lights dimmed, she'd come in with her cart, mop, and her faithful dog, Daisy, an aging golden retriever who followed her everywhere. Maria was soft-spoken, always polite, always working hard. She'd clean sweat-soaked mats, sweep the locker rooms, and tidy up the viewing area while whispering softly to Daisy. For Maria, this wasn't just a job, it was survival. She'd lost her husband years ago, and her son was overseas, serving in the Navy. But not everyone at the gym treated her kindly. Ethan Cole, the head instructor and a third-degree black belt, was known for his charm in public and arrogance behind closed doors. He liked to show dominance, and unfortunately, Maria became his favorite target. "Hey, janitor," he'd bark. "Try cleaning faster next time. My students don't need to trip over your mop." Maria would bow her head. "Sorry, Mr. Cole," she'd say softly. And Daisy would growl under her breath, sensing her owner's unease. One night, Ethan brought some of his students to the gym after hours for a private sparring session. Maria was there, as usual, mopping quietly in the corner. Ethan, showing off, laughed loudly. "See that old dog? Probably cleaner than the janitor herself." The students chuckled. Maria froze. Daisy stood, her tail stiff, and let out a soft bark, a small act of defiance. Ethan frowned. "Control your mutt." "She's just old," Maria said gently. "She won't hurt anyone." But Ethan wasn't done. He walked closer, his voice dripping with superiority. "Maybe your dog needs to learn some respect." Before Maria could react, Ethan kicked a mop bucket, water splashed across the floor, and then, in a flash of cruelty, nudged Daisy with his foot. The old dog yelped. Maria dropped the mop. "No! Don't touch her." The gym went silent. Ethan smirked. "Relax, it was just a tap." But someone else had seen it. From the shadows near the entrance, a tall man stepped forward, rugged, calm, eyes sharp as steel. He'd been sitting quietly, waiting for his late-night session. His name was Logan Walker, a retired Navy SEAL who joined the gym a few weeks earlier to stay in shape and keep to himself. But he wasn't about to stay quiet anymore. "Hey," Logan said evenly, his voice calm but cutting through the silence. "You call that respect?" Ethan turned, surprised. "Excuse me?" Logan took a slow step forward. "You don't hit women. You don't touch their dogs. Not if you've got any sense of honor left." Ethan scoffed. "You think you can walk in here and lecture me? Do you even know who I am?" Logan didn't blink. A bully hiding behind a belt. That hit harder than any punch. The students looked uneasy. Ethan's pride flared, he had to prove himself. He stepped closer to Logan, his voice dropping low. "You want to teach me a lesson, soldier?" Logan tilted his head. "I'm not here to fight you." "Then walk away," Ethan sneered. Logan's gaze didn't waver. "You don't walk away from the truth." What happened next spread through the town like wildfire. Ethan lunged, a fast, clean strike aimed at Logan's midsection, but Logan moved like water. Calm. Controlled. He sidestepped, caught Ethan's wrist, and redirected his momentum to the ground with effortless precision. Logan crouched beside him, speaking quietly so only he could hear. "You're strong, but you're empty. Real strength doesn't come from hurting the weak, it comes from protecting them." Then he stood and turned to Maria. "You okay, ma'am?" Maria nodded tearfully. "Thank you. Daisy's just scared." Logan knelt, gently petting the trembling golden retriever. "She's got more courage than most men I've met," he said softly. The next morning, word had spread. The owner of the gym found out what happened and fired Ethan on the spot. The students, ashamed, apologized to Maria, some even helped her clean that day. Logan started coming in early, before sunrise, to help Maria mop the floors. Discipline starts with humility, he'd say when she protested. Daisy would wag her tail, always close by. Over time, the gym's atmosphere changed. People began treating Maria not like a janitor, but like family. Logan had reminded them what respect truly looked like. Months later, Maria's son returned home from deployment. When he heard the story, he hugged Logan tightly. "Thank you for protecting my mom," he said. Logan smiled. She didn't need protecting. She just needed someone to remind others she mattered. As they stood in that same gym, sunlight streaming through the windows, Daisy resting at Maria's feet, Logan's words hung in the air, a quiet lesson carved into every heart that heard it.